Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Aniris, also known as the Crystal Bruja. So we are continuing August pulls. I am using the Angel Wisdom Tarot deck along with the Crystal Inspiration deck. So I will be providing some wisdom along with which crystals you should be working with for this month. And this message is for my Leos, my fiery, feisty Leos. Alright, it seems like you guys have come a long way. I'm getting that you've been dealing with some rejection. And this is not just in relationships, but we're going to touch base on that. But also in your personal life. It seems like you're not aligning. And this is very rare to you. You guys work hard, or you feel like you're always putting yourself out there and receiving what you're putting out. And when you started to realize that you were constantly putting yourself out there and not really receiving what you were putting out, insecurity started to pile up. But Spirit is saying, because that One of Wands is coming up in reverse, and it was like a lot of missed opportunities, a lot of misconnections, a lot of just misalignment. But I'm gonna say this, you guys did some transformation. You guys definitely started to look within. The Magician and the Transformation upright is showing me that some shadow work was needed. Maybe you started to look in the mirror and ask yourself, what can I be doing differently? Meditation, some spiritual work, again, maybe some self-reflection, and also not beating yourself up. I don't know if you guys gave yourself a pep talk, because I'm seeing some of you give yourself a pep talk, like maybe this wasn't for me. Whatever the case may be, you also looked at yourself and how you played a role in these missed opportunities. Some of them, I'm not gonna lie, it wasn't the right time for you. But in regards to certain relationships, you realize that you were just doing too much, that you also needed to bring balance into the relationship. Again, Leos, my Leos, y'all can be a little like, look at me, and you forget to look at the other person, or you forget to fully step into the other person's shoes. This can be damaging to your work relationships or your work as well, because you often think that you can do no wrong. Then it could also trickle down into your relationships because you feel like you're doing enough. But you have to also step back, put yourself in the other person's shoes or perspective, and validate their feelings, okay? Because I'm getting that the Two of Coins coming up, and it was just like you were tired of juggling it all. You know, you were tired of doing too much, or you felt like you were being overwhelmed by too many energies. But Spirit is saying it wasn't that it was overwhelming or you were juggling all, you just weren't really balancing it properly. Prioritizing and making sure that you're balancing those priorities. What comes first, what comes second, what comes third, maybe sometimes putting yourself at third instead of first always, has allowed you then to rebuild and align yourself back with the flow. Because like I said, I'm seeing that there has been some connections, some new jobs, some new relationships, some old relationships kind of reforming themselves and becoming anew. And you're really looking at yourself and you're like, I knew it. I knew I had this in me all along. That Magician card is like, you're like, I'm a manifester. I know what's for me is for me. You're getting that confidence back, okay? And the funny thing is that you were feeling all these things, but I'm also, it's not funny. You guys really need to learn how to express yourself, because I'm also getting, there was emotions that you were not letting other people know, or you were not expressing. That Knight of Cups is like, you were holding a lot in. You were holding a lot in. You were like, and you were expecting others to kind of just feel what you're going through. Like, you should know how I'm feeling. And you started to realize the more that you expressed yourself, the more that you released and allow yourself to grow on an emotional level, on a spiritual level, you realize that I need to be vocal with how I'm feeling. Just like how everybody else is vocal with me, I have to be vocal. I have to learn how to communicate better. Okay? So now there's some of you who are in a situationship that needs your immediate action. Okay? Spirit is saying that you have not let go of this past relationship, or in this relationship that you're in, and it seems like you may be losing this person or about to lose this person, and it really all it takes is for you to bring more heat, more passion, and not anger, but really connect with this person emotionally. I'm getting the Knight of Wands along with the Knight of Cups reverse, and it's like, it's a lot of like faith that you need to have back in your relationship, faith that you are able to show up for them the way that they've been asking or the way that they need. And again, putting forth more intentions. Leos, I know that you guys are some lioness, some strong energy, but sometimes you have to be more soft, more gentle, and understand that you have to romance your partner or give them a little bit more so they can understand that this is a balance. This is reciprocity. We're giving and taking. Because again, you are going to resent and feel hurt if you lose this person. So if you really want to see this relationship manifest to a deeper level or to something greater, you have to take immediate action. You have to put some passion back into your relationship, and not just physical, emotionally, not with anger, but with trust and confidence that they can be able to come to you and you can be able to communicate with them in a proper way. Right now is not the time. If you're working or in your career right now, is not the time to make any harsh and any like hasty decisions in regards to leaving your job. Some of you, I'm saying that you're not really passionate about your job anymore. It's not serving you. You have to have a backup before you leave. Okay, make sure you have a backup before you leave. Some of you are also juggling too many jobs. It seems like you're all over the place, and Spirit is saying kind of look at where you're giving your energy and ask yourself honestly, where do I see myself growing at the most? Because again, it's all about balance and prioritizing, because all of this is just causing you to feel like you're spreading yourself out too thin. And there's definitely one place that you can really see yourself growing. The others seem very like iffy. All right, I'm getting that you've gotten a new job or started working at a place and you're already like, I don't think I can do this. I don't think I want to be here. So for those who are juggling multiple jobs, leave that place. You don't really need that job anyways. You're just very like ambitious when it comes to you have a goal in mind and you know that you needed the extra income. Some of you have just started and this is your only place. Okay, great. You don't like it? Find a backup. Look for something. I know you seem like you can always land on your feet, but you have to start operating differently. You have to start planning for the future. My Leos, I'm getting that some of you kind of you're very ambitious, you're driven, but you like to go with the flow. You're not big planners. You're kind of like, I'll land on my feet. That's that lion, that feline energy. I have 9 lives. I'll land on my feet. You know, I'm invincible. And it's like, that is such a beautiful energy, but we are getting older, y'all. You know, like, you have goals for your future. Some of you are trying to plan greater things, especially when it comes to working for yourself or having your own business, you need to then start making plans and sticking through. So if you are not happy where you're at, but you don't have a backup, look for a backup now, because people are depending on you. You're depending on you. Your future self is depending on you. All right. So I went ahead and pulled 2 cards, and we have Rhodochrosite, which I love. I love me some Rhodochrosite. And it says, remember your worth. And then we have Shungite, detox your life. Now, I love Rhodochrosite. It's a really amazing, soothing crystal to work with. It's really good if you're going through like a breakup or a transition and you're trying to let go and release. If you're trying to release that grief or that resentment, it's really good for letting go of resentment, letting go of grief, and allowing yourself to transition into that next phase in a more peaceful, understanding, compassionate way. You know, instead of like, again, being really in your feelings, Rhodochrosite can really help you transmute those feelings and understand the separation or why this happened to you on a deeper level. Shungite is a amazing crystal to work with for EMF protection. It helps block negative energies, electromagnetic energies. It's really good for absorbing negative energies. So I'm really excited to see what the book says. Shall we? Oh, I went to Shungite first, so we're gonna go ahead and see what Shungite says. Detox your life. Your mind, body, and spirit needs a system reboot. Without necessarily realizing it, we are affected by our environment and all the things in it. From the technology constantly at our fingertips to the air we breathe, the foods we eat, and the health and beauty products we use. Take a closer look at what you choose to surround yourself with and what you put on and in your body. There may be certain areas of your life that need simplifying. Take what you need from it and release what you don't. That prioritizing. A virtual cleanse will help clear out the energetic sludge and get you back to feeling your best. Core questions. When do you feel foggy or drained? What are you exposed to during these times? How would you feel if you gave yourself a system reboot and a break from these sources? Me gusta. Crystal action. Affirm. I nurture myself by giving my system what it needs and releasing what it does not. Today, while you eat, put down all technology and be mindful and present during your nourishing meal. I love that. Rhodochrosite. Remember your worth. Often we are our own biggest critics. It's important to stay open to the various forms of self-affirmation, but you just might be looking for your worth in all the wrong places. Know that who you are as a person makes you worthy. Rather than turning to other people or your list of accomplishments for validation, find your worth from within. Your life has meaning regardless of any titles, experiences, or skills. You are important because you are you. When you know your worth, your self-esteem will skyrocket. Know exactly what you deserve and settle for nothing less. Core questions. Do you feel worthy? Do you deserve more out of life? What would life look like if you acknowledge your true value? Crystal action. I affirm. Crystal action. Affirm. I am worth it. Today, don't settle for anything less than you deserve. I love that, my Leo people. Oh my gosh. I hope you guys resonated with this message. Please let me know if you did by dropping a comment below. Don't forget to click like and subscribe.